All right, so you just called the LSU-Missouri match, and Missouri is probably, in my mind, the fourth team in a league that may only get four. Is that a fair place to start?
It is, and we actually talked about it on the broadcast that I do believe it's a four-team league this year, and Arkansas is going to be on the outside, even though they're in the 40s in the RPI right now. I just think they've lost 7 of their last 9, and I don't think they get in. But I think Missouri's in, probably pretty comfortably.
You know that Auburn beat Florida in 5 today.
Yes, yeah. Huge win for Auburn at home. And Auburn has played so close in so many matches and have lost a lot in 5. So it's kind of neat to see them turn the corner, but to do it against one of the top teams in the country. That's awesome.
Which begs the question, just when I thought in my mind I was going to proclaim Florida as that team you forgot about but is right there and maybe you'll be there in late December, then you go, what's going on? Or is it just conference play, not just in the SEC but everywhere?
Well, I think it's a little bit of all of it. There's definitely more parity in volleyball this year, so you're seeing a lot of that. Anybody can win on any given day. But, for like I said, Auburn has been playing really well, so I don't think you can take away what Auburn has done. They've just kind of at times found ways to lose. They had Missouri at Missouri on the ropes. So another interesting thing is the SEC has a lot of, Florida played at home on Friday and at Auburn on Sunday. I think that's tough, personally. I think it's hard to do. And, throws you a little bit out of your rhythm. And I know we've seen that a lot more in the SEC this year. But, even in the Big Ten, just any given night, anybody can win. You can't count any of those teams out. The Pac-12, it's so fun to watch all that's going on in that conference. And, even the Big 12, you had TCU sweep Texas. So it's just a fun time to watch the sport of volleyball.
Finish up with the SEC. We mentioned 2 of them already. Florida, which I think under the right circumstances and the right brackets really can go far. Missouri can screw up a bracket probably, but Kentucky and Texas A&M, they could do a lot of damage.
A&M to me is playing probably some of the best volleyball right now. They just so good in a lot of areas of the game. They have a phenomenal setter in Stephanie Ipley that finds her hitters, gets them in great situations. Both of their middles are dominant at times, especially Jasmine Babers has just been outstanding. They block well, they play defense, and they just do a lot of things really well, which obviously that's what it takes to go far in the tournament. And Kentucky, just super well-coached team. They have probably one of my favorite liberos in the country in Dushek on their team. So she alone keeps them in so many rallies. And then, of course, they've got an outstanding setter as well in Bergeron. So definitely those are my 2 teams that I think are playing the best volleyball right now out of the SEC.
Well, I'm sure you wish you weren't fired, but I was glad you were because you've been great on television and the sport needs you.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it. It's so much fun, and I've been very fortunate to work with a lot of really great people. And, I enjoy getting to talk about our sport because I think a lot of people don't know that, the average fan of volleyball does not know all that goes into it and how difficult it is. And, when you've got an LSU that's had so many injuries, it's not as simple as put another player in there. There's so much that messes with, their team and their lineup and all that they're trying to do. So I enjoy getting to shed some more light on our great sport.
Thank you.